Today I will be going over my top 10 pizzerias that I reviewed in the year of 2022, spanning several states along the East Coast of the United States. Come and join me as I give you a look at these fantastic, wonderful pizzas. What's up, guys? So, I wanted to do this. I do this every year. I did it last year. The video was very popular. Top 10. I want to get right into it, guys. Top 10 pizzas. Everybody wants to know, what are the best pizzas? What are my favorites? These aren't my favorites. These are just my favorites that I tasted in 2022. So, I'll include a link to last year's video, my top 10 from last year's video. And if you want to know what my favorite pizzas are, I mean, I have a lot. So you're gonna have to go and watch my videos. Keep in mind, guys, all these pizzas from this review, that I reviewed in 2022, that are gonna be on this list right now, all of these pizzas in this video were rated at least an 8.6 or higher. So these are some pretty damn good pizzas. Did a couple of 9s this year. I'm gonna show you some 9s. If you want to know what the exact scores are, go out and check the videos. I'll include every single link in the description section of this video, so just hit the description section and you'll see the whole list and the links to the reviews, the full reviews to these pizzas that I'm going to show you now. But for now, guys, here it is, a summary, the nutshell, the top 10 2022 top pizzas of the year. Here we go, guys. Number 1. Keep in mind, these aren't the best in order. I'm just randomly, naming the pizzas, showing you the pizzas. This first pizza I'm going to talk about, Razza Artigianale in Jersey City. Oh, what a pizza. Not necessarily my highest rated pizza of the year, but it was up there, and it's definitely in my top 10. I gave it a monster score. I think the only thing preventing this thing from hitting the 9s was that it's a 12-inch pizza, and for that, I just, when I see a small little pizza in front of me, it's tough to put it in the 9s. I don't know why, but I never factor in the price when it comes to a review and a score, but the size, I do. Razza, though, despite the size, ingredients, the flavor, that crust is divine. Razza Pizza Artigianale, Jersey City. Next, we gotta go to Sally's. There's always a pie to review at Sally's. Pizza. And I went to the one in Stamford, Connecticut back in the summer. And I found that Sally's pie to be better than the one that I had at the OG in New Haven. It was crunchier, and not necessarily better. I really thought the crust was, I think they do a great job over there. They got technology on their side at the new spot, and the crust was phenomenal. The manager there told me at the time that they, with the technology now, they can measure the humidity levels in the room and everything, and that crust was so crunchy, and it was the ingredients. I don't know what they're using, but it's a very simple pie, but that crust is so unique. And there's nothing like a Sally's pie. There's nothing like it in the world. Nothing. Gave that a monster score. Check the place out in Connecticut if you don't want to drive all the way to New Haven and you're in New York City, or you're coming from wherever, coming from the west and you're going towards the east, and you don't want to make the trip to New Haven. Go to Stamford, Connecticut, and try the Sally's over there. Next on the list, back to Jersey. Mercato. Newark's finest, baby. Mercato tomato pies, Newark, New Jersey. Place is beautiful. They got that old school coal oven in there, reminded me of Frank Pepe's and old Lombardi's. Oh my goodness. Inside, the outside of the place, beautiful. And they make a wonderful pie. And next time I go, I'm going to ask for it well done. If you go, ask for it well done. They're a little conservative with it, they don't char it up. Some people don't like that stuff. And, if you're in certain cities, like in Staten Island, people here don't like charred pizza. And maybe that's the case in Newark, but it was still delicious. Crust was phenomenal, very light. The sauce was not too sweet. They put a very light application of mozzarella on it, but hey, it's a tomato pie. The sauce takes the front seat. The crust makes it, and the foundation of every pizza, folks, is the foundation. Next on the list, I got to go back to Defara, guys. I mean, come on. The Staten Island one. And in my opinion, the Staten Island Defara makes the best Sicilian. I like it better than the original spot. Well, they're very similar. I just feel like they really went all out in this place with this pie. It's so saucy and cheesy, and it still maintains a crunch. The crust is still very crunchy and buttery. It's light. It's not bready. The ingredients top notch. Buffalo mozzarella, 3 cheeses. That basil is always fresh. Their sauce, muti tomatoes. Forget it. Come on. Next, Pier 76, guys. Another Staten Island unknown gem. You gotta go there Sundays when Jeremy Papalato is there. Jeremy Papalato, cousin of the guy, of the people over at Joe and Pat's. He's from Joe and Pat's. He's worked at Joe and Pat's. Same family, they're cousins. And the pie is exactly the same, cooked in the same fish oven, the rotating bagel oven. The pie is basically, they're using a similar recipe. I think he splotches on the cheese a little differently. There's more cheese on the Pier 76 pie than the Joe and Pat's pie. And I gave it a monster score. One of my top pies of the year. The flavor, nice, and that cheese, the sauce. Look at the color of that cheese. Are you kidding? Right near the ferry. So you can come from Manhattan, hop off the ferry, walk a block, and it's right there. Worth it. Take that ferry. I'm telling you. And another one that's close. One of my other top pizzas of the year, guys, is Sauce Pizzeria. Sauce Pizzeria, folks. Very thin, like Joe and Pat's. Maybe not as thin. Ingredients top notch. The flavor was bursting on that pie. I love the char. The flavor on that thing was just through the roof for me. The crunch. It was phenomenal. Sauce Pizzeria, guys, in the East Village, Manhattan. Back to Manhattan. Actually, back to Brooklyn. We're going to Brooklyn now, to Brooklyn DOP. Very surprised to discover this pizza out in Park Slope, Brooklyn. Brooklyn DOP, light, airy pizza, very artisanal with a little, with that New York flair. Very herbaceous, nice salty pizza, just the way I love it. Their Sicilian was also spot on. Very light, not too bready, very airy. Not exactly Roman style airy, but airy for a Sicilian. Phenomenal pizza. Another Brooklyn pizzeria, guys. Lucia's of Avenue X. Totally surprised me. That crust, light, forget it, man. The sauce, everything about that thing. And you got to try their vodka pizza too. I didn't review their vodka pizza, but I tasted it and I recommend it. I gave that a monster score. I gave their margarita a monster score. Didn't taste their regular cheese yet, but I recommend their margarita. It's saucier. It's freaking, that thing hit me right in the face. A lot of people think I overscored it. I stand by that score. Next on the list, Reginas Boston, Massachusetts. The best pizza in Boston. In my mind, in my opinion, one of the best pizzas I've had all year, not just in Boston. And, Boston, I didn't see a lot of good looking pizzas out there, but this one stood out. This is the place. That naturally fermented pizza dough, that crust was superb. Maybe a little cheesy. If it wasn't too cheesy, I would have put that thing in the 9s, I'm telling you. Ingredients were spot on. A lot of pecorino grated cheese. Very, very hearty pizza. The crust to me was like a thicker version of Sally's, that naturally fermented dough, old school. I don't even think they use yeast, not sure, but that was a pizza. That was a pizza. Boston, you surprised me with that one. Boston, in the north end of Boston. Well, there's one left. I want to mention one. Queens, New York City, Manos Pizzeria. I gave that also, that was, I believe, an 8.6. They're Sicilian. the Sicilian that they make over there. Look how airy that thing is. Delicious pizza, the sauce, the ingredients. That crust was so crunchy on the bottom. It was pillowy and very airy. Look at all those air pockets. That's one you gotta try, guys. Manos Pizzeria out in Queens, New York City. So that sums up my top 10 list for the year. And thanks for watching. And until next time, guys, you gotta promise me to keep those bellies full. This is Antonio signing off. A salud.